Country music is filled with stories of heartache, love, and rebellion, but behind many iconic songs lies a darker, more chaotic side. Throughout the years, several legendary country stars struggled with addiction, turning to alcohol to cope with the pressure of fame. Their wild lifestyle often makes headlines, but it also fuels some of the most unforgettable music ever recorded. Today, we're diving into the lives of 20 country music legends whose battles with alcohol became part of their larger-than-life stories. Make sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories from country music history. Number 20. Brantley Gilbert. Brantley Gilbert, known for his hard-hitting country music, faced a difficult battle with addiction, fueled by both opioids and alcohol. His addiction began when he started using painkillers to manage injuries from playing football. However, alcohol soon took over, and Gilbert would regularly drink whiskey, vodka, or Jägermeister every hour or two, even through the night, while popping pills every few hours to maintain the high. In 2011, just as he celebrated his first #1 single, doctors gave him an ultimatum: quit drinking or risk his life. Fortunately, Keith Urban stepped in, offering support that Gilbert says was crucial to his recovery. Gilbert remains grateful for the help that turned his life around. Number 19. Charles Kelly. Charles Kelly, a member of the hit country band Lady A, has been open about his battle with alcohol addiction in recent years. What began as an occasional drink to manage the anxiety of performing on stage gradually escalated as Kelly used alcohol to recreate the dopamine rush he missed when off stage. Over time, he found himself consuming up to 8 drinks a day. It wasn't until he started sneaking drinks without his wife or band noticing that he realized he had a problem. Recognizing the need for help, Kelly checked into rehab, and in 2024, he will celebrate 2 years of sobriety. His journey toward recovery has been an inspiring testament to his courage and commitment to a healthier lifestyle. Number 18. Joe Don Rooney. Joe Don Rooney, the guitarist for Rascal Flatts, faced a tough battle with alcohol addiction that began to unravel his personal life and relationships with family and friends. In late 2021, he checked into rehab and soon after began attending Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. By early 2024, Rooney reflected on his journey, marking 28 months of sobriety. Looking back, he admitted that his addiction had taken a serious toll, stating, "I was not a good father, I was not a good husband, and I was not a good bandmate." Rooney credits a car wreck on September 9, 2021, as the turning point that forced him to take responsibility for his actions. His path to recovery has been one of self-reflection, accountability, and growth. Number 17. Jo Dee Messina. In 2004, Jo Dee Messina faced a pivotal moment in her life, battling alcoholism and its effects on her career and relationships. Her struggles began years earlier but escalated after a poor performance following the Super Bowl, where she forgot lyrics to her songs. Her manager, concerned, pulled her aside, urging her to confront her issues. Messina eventually ended an engagement and checked into a rehab facility in Utah, where she began her journey to sobriety. The time away helped her focus on recovery, and she has since been open about her experiences. Messina's story of resilience reminds fans that even in the face of personal challenges, it's possible to rebuild and find strength. Number 16. Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll, the rising country music star, has been open about his ongoing struggles with cocaine and alcohol, vices that have shaped much of his life. While he admits to partying hard at times, he acknowledges that most days he steers clear of the bottle. To manage the anxiety and insecurities born from a life surrounded by addiction and inequality, he sometimes turns to marijuana. Growing up in an environment where drugs were ubiquitous, Jelly Roll found himself selling them as a teenager, which led to several stints in jail. However, he eventually turned his life around, finding redemption through his music and story. While sobriety isn't his reality yet, his journey toward self-improvement and openness about his struggles has inspired many, showing that change and growth are always possible, even when faced with personal demons. Number 15. Walker Hayes. Walker Hayes made a life-changing decision in 2016 to quit drinking, choosing to take it one day at a time. Recognizing that his hard living was beginning to take a toll on his body, Hayes decided to go cold turkey, without the help of an official rehab facility. This choice marked a turning point in his life, as he committed to a healthier lifestyle. Nowadays, instead of relying on alcohol, Hayes channels his addictive energy into regular workouts and a love for coffee. His transformation is a testament to the power of self-discipline and personal commitment, showing that even without formal rehab, it's possible to overcome addiction and find a new positive outlet for energy. Hayes' journey continues to inspire others seeking change and self-improvement. Number 14. Tim McGraw. In 2008, Tim McGraw had a wake-up call that changed his life. One morning, he reached for the liquor cabinet before even waking his kids, realizing he had a serious problem. With the unwavering support of his wife, Faith Hill, McGraw made the decision to give up drinking. Over the next decade, he transformed his life and became one of the most physically fit artists in country music. McGraw completely revamped his lifestyle, trading in his unhealthy diet of truck-stop cheeseburgers for a focus on nutrition and fitness. His commitment to sobriety and wellness has inspired many fans, proving that with determination and support, it's possible to overcome personal struggles and make lasting changes. McGraw's journey is a powerful reminder of the importance of taking control of one's health and well-being. Number 13. Jason Isbell. Jason Isbell struggled with alcohol and cocaine addiction for years, a battle that took a toll on his personal and professional life. In 2012, he made the life-changing decision to go to rehab, a move that not only turned his life around but possibly saved it. Over the next decade, Isbell channeled his experiences into his music, using his story to craft deeply emotional and relatable songs that resonated with fans and critics alike. His raw, honest lyrics about addiction, recovery, and redemption struck a chord with listeners, earning him widespread praise. Isbell's journey of transformation continues to inspire, showing that through vulnerability and self-reflection, it's possible to heal and create art that helps others in their own struggles. Number 12. Joe Nichols. Joe Nichols hit rock bottom in 2005 when his addiction to alcohol and amphetamine speed began to take a severe toll on his life, career, and relationships. His struggles threatened everything, including his relationship with Heather, who would later become his wife. In 2007, after they married, Nichols checked into rehab to begin his path to recovery. Reflecting on his journey, Nichols acknowledges that his addiction stemmed from the trauma of his father's death and unresolved pain from childhood abuse. Confronting these deep emotional wounds was crucial to his healing. Since then, Nichols has worked hard to rebuild his life, and his story has become one of resilience and redemption. His openness about his past continues to inspire others who face similar battles with addiction. Number 11. Trace Adkins. Trace Adkins struggled with alcohol addiction for 25 years, a battle that deeply affected both his personal and professional life. His drinking became a major issue, ultimately leading him to seek help and check into rehab in 2002. Although his journey to sobriety hasn't been without setbacks, Adkins has experienced some of his best personal and professional years since making the decision to seek treatment. His struggles with addiction, as well as his path to recovery, are chronicled in his book, Then They Do, where he opens up about his battles and the impact they had on his life. Through his honest storytelling, Adkins has become a voice of resilience, showing that recovery is possible even after years of addiction. His story continues to inspire others, proving that it's never too late to make a change and rebuild your life. Number 10. Waylon Jennings. Waylon Jennings struggled with a $1 500 per day cocaine habit throughout much of his outlaw country career. His addiction was notorious, and many believe it had lasting effects, even after he achieved sobriety, ultimately contributing to his premature death in 2002 at the age of 64. In 1977, Jennings was arrested for cocaine possession, though the charges were eventually dropped. He even turned the experience into a hit song, "Don't You Think This Outlaw Bit's Done Got Out of Hand." Despite his turbulent years with addiction, Jennings turned his life around in 1984 when he moved to Arizona, committing to long-term sobriety. His journey through addiction and recovery remains a part of his legacy, showing the highs and lows of his remarkable life in country music. Jennings' story serves as a reminder of both the destructive power of addiction and the possibility of redemption. Number 9. Keith Urban. Keith Urban's battle with addiction was a major challenge early in his career, with both cocaine and alcohol playing significant roles in his struggles. Urban famously joked that he was allergic to alcohol, saying, "I break out in cuffs," highlighting his deep issues with substance abuse. After marrying Nicole Kidman, Urban faced a crucial turning point. Kidman staged an intervention, which he credits with saving his life. Urban checked into rehab in 2006, beginning his journey to sobriety. Since then, he has remained sober and, in a quiet but powerful way, has helped others struggling with addiction, including offering support to friends like Brantley Gilbert. Urban's story of recovery has been an inspiration to many, showing that even the brightest stars can face dark times, but with help and determination, it's possible to turn life around and help others do the same. Number 8. Glenn Campbell. Glenn Campbell's battle with addiction was a turbulent part of his life, and his wife, Kim, has documented many of his struggles with drugs and alcohol. Cocaine and booze were his primary vices, and he fought with them on and off for most of his career. Despite these battles, Campbell experienced several long stretches of sobriety, particularly in the 1990s and again in the 2000s. His addiction issues, however, often overshadowed his personal and professional life, affecting his relationships and career. While he continued to achieve musical success, including hits like Rhinestone Cowboy, the dark side of addiction was always lurking. Campbell's openness about his struggles with substance abuse later in life helped raise awareness of the challenges many face with addiction, and his journey ultimately became one of redemption. His story serves as both a cautionary tale and an example of the possibility of recovery. Number 7. Tyler Childers. Tyler Childers has long been open about his struggles with drug and alcohol abuse, often referencing his experiences in his music. Songs from his Purgatory album like Feathered Indians and Lady May touch on themes of substance use, reflecting the darker moments of his life. Childers' battle with addiction deeply affected his personal life and career, but in early 2020 he made a life-changing decision to get sober. Since then, he's remained committed to sobriety, focusing on both his music and his mental well-being. Childers' journey to recovery has been inspiring, as he's used his platform to share his story and raise awareness about the impact of addiction. His willingness to confront his struggles head-on and make positive changes has resonated with fans, reminding them that even in the face of addiction, there's always hope for transformation and healing. Number 6. Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash's battle with addiction was a defining struggle in his life. He was addicted to amphetamines and barbiturates for much of his career, and these substances wreaked havoc on his personal and professional life. His addiction contributed to the end of his first marriage and almost destroyed him, even after he achieved a decade of sobriety. One of the most notorious moments came in 1967, when Cash, overwhelmed by his demons, holed up in Nickajack Cave with the intent to end his life. During his time in the cave, he experienced a profound spiritual awakening that marked the beginning of his path to sobriety. In 1977, Cash checked into rehab, where he began his recovery journey in earnest. His openness about his struggles with addiction and his eventual redemption became an inspiring part of his legacy, proving that even in the darkest moments, change is possible. Number 5. Jeff Bates. Jeff Bates' struggle with methamphetamine addiction led him down a dark path, ultimately resulting in his incarceration. His addiction caused him to commit crimes that threatened to end his career and personal life. However, Bates' story is one of redemption. After serving time in prison, he turned his life around and focused on rebuilding both his career and himself. Upon his release, Bates returned to music, releasing hits like Long, Slow Kisses, which marked a new chapter in his professional life. His recovery process wasn't easy, but Bates has been open about his past and his journey to sobriety. Through his music, he has been able to share his story of struggle and hope, inspiring others facing similar battles with addiction. Bates' transformation from prison to a successful career is a testament to the power of second chances and the possibility of overcoming even the most challenging obstacles. Number 4. George Jones. George Jones, one of country music's most legendary figures, struggled with a long-standing addiction to cocaine and alcohol, a battle that plagued much of his career. His addiction earned him the infamous nickname No-Show Jones, as he was notorious for missing concerts due to his substance abuse issues. Jones's personal and professional life suffered deeply because of his addiction, but he eventually found the strength to seek help. His wife, Nancy, played a pivotal role in his recovery, supporting him through the difficult process of sobriety. In the years leading up to his death in 2013, Jones remained sober, marking a profound transformation in both his life and career. His story is one of redemption, showing that even after decades of addiction, it's possible to turn things around with love, support, and determination. Jones's struggles and eventual recovery left a lasting legacy in country music. Number 3. Steve Earle. Steve Earle, the renowned country music singer and songwriter, faced a devastating heroin addiction that nearly destroyed his life. His battle with heroin was so severe that it left him homeless at one point, struggling with not only heroin but also other substances. Earle's addiction led to multiple run-ins with the law, including arrests related to his drug use. However, after hitting rock bottom, Earle committed to turning his life around. He has been sober for more than 20 years now, a testament to his resilience and determination. His experience with addiction has deeply influenced his music, with many of his songs addressing personal struggles and redemption. Earle has become an advocate for recovery, sharing his story to inspire others who face similar challenges. His journey of recovery serves as a powerful reminder that it is possible to overcome even the most difficult battles. Number 2. Mindy McCready. Mindy McCready's struggles with addiction were highly publicized throughout her career. She openly battled alcohol and drug dependency, particularly her addiction to OxyContin, which led to several arrests and run-ins with the law. McCready sought help on the reality show Celebrity Rehab, leaving the show with a belief that she could change her life. However, despite her efforts, her addiction and mental health struggles persisted. Tragically, McCready's emotional battles deepened after her boyfriend's suicide in 2013, which sent her into a downward spiral. Just before her own death by suicide later that year, she was in rehab, attempting to get back on track. McCready's story highlights the destructive power of addiction and mental health issues, and how the loss of loved ones can tragically push someone into despair. Her journey serves as a heartbreaking reminder of the complexities of addiction and the importance of mental health support. Number 1. Lefty Frizzell. Lefty Frizzell, a country music Hall of Fame artist, was known for his iconic voice and hits in the 1950s and 60s, which earned him a place among country music's greats. However, his promising career was marred by a severe addiction to alcohol. Frizzell's drinking problem significantly impacted his health and personal life, causing numerous struggles and setbacks throughout his life. His alcohol abuse led to various health complications, and by 1975 it took a toll on his body. At the age of 47, Frizzell suffered a massive stroke, which ultimately led to his death. His addiction and early passing are a tragic reminder of the destructive power of alcohol, cutting short a legendary career and a life that had much more to offer. Despite his struggles, Frizzell's music continues to influence generations of country artists. And that wraps up our list of 20 country music legends who battled with alcohol and other vices throughout their careers. These artists faced personal demons that affected their music, relationships, and health, but many of them turned their stories into powerful journeys of redemption. Their experiences remind us that even the most iconic figures in music are human, with struggles just like the rest of us. If you found their stories eye-opening, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for more stories about your favorite artists. Share your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think had the most shocking struggle with addiction? We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.